Sup puppies, Doggy here, and this is a real quick video cause it ended up I joined late and I was doing super good for most of it, and then I got a phone call that I had to take, so I ended up stopping at 20 kills. But that's okay, cause it's gonna be a perfect little video for me to talk about myself a little bit and try to introduce myself to you guys. I've done I think like 30 commentaries now since I came back, and in those 30 I've pretty much spoke about everything except for me. And I keep saying I'm gonna speak about myself, but I end up going off on different topics. So in this video, you know, it's pretty quick, so I'm going to give you guys like a little rundown of me, who I am, and what I do and stuff, and hopefully you guys will be able to better appreciate me. So first off, I got to list here things that I do. One of my biggest hobbies is cars. I've always been a car guy. You know, I love everything from tuners to exotics. You know, the sound of a blow-off valve is like the sexiest thing ever to me. And so, just cars are a huge part of my life. I went to a car school for a year and a half. Aside from high school, I went there to learn how to work on cars and stuff, so it's always been a huge hobby of mine. You know, more so tuning cars than working on them. And I've always been a big fan of drifting and racing events, anything but NASCAR. And so I try to put myself in things like that, but, you know, being 18, it's pretty tough to get into professional racing. Another big thing to me is food. I've always been a huge food guy. I can go to McDonald's and just, you know, order 13 bucks worth of shit and just eat it all and then still be hungry at the end. I'm not fat though. Another big thing of mine is working out. I've always been, you know, big into fitness. I had a couple years where I eat healthy and shit. I weigh 168. I can max 305 pounds on just on free bar. And yeah, I have a girlfriend. We've been dating for 7 months. Her name's Coco. We'll be doing some video logs soon. And on that note, a lot of you think Coco's my dog, but I have two dogs actually. They're both beagles. One's name is Nugget and the other one's Bones. Nugget's 13 years old and Bones is 3 years old. They both had their birthdays last weekend, so if you could say in the comments happy birthday to them, I think they'd appreciate it. And finally, I've said it a whole bunch, but school's out, so I'm now just a free man. I'm 18 and I'm about to start living my life. So this has been Doggy. I hope you guys have learned a little bit more about me, and if you want to ask any questions or anything from me and Coco, be sure to post them in the description. I'll see y'all later.